And we're back with another episode of Unapologetically Shaun, where we talk about self-care, mental health awareness, and a splash of pop culture and any and everything that I like to talk about. So this week's episode is going to be about stop letting people live rent-free in your mind. All right. Now let me explain a little bit what I'm trying to say. Now, a lot of us allow or give people power over us. And that's really what I mean by letting people live rent-free in your mind. Now, let me think of a few examples. So say, I'm just going to give some little hypothetical, generalized examples. But say you're dating this guy, right? And you're so head over heels for him and all of that. And everything is going good in the beginning. And then everything goes downhill later on, right? Y'all break up. Now, you're still in love with him. Deep in your core, you're still in love with him. But you try to tell yourself, no, I ain't in love with him. I don't even want him, right? So, you start subconsciously, you're doing this. So you're not like trying to do this, but it's in your subconscious. So you're going to do it. You start stalking him on his social media. You start paying attention to every and anything he does, right? And even if y'all, come back cool and y'all back and forth, on and off, back and forth, everything he does, affects you. Like, it affects you mentally, it affects you spiritually, it affects you. And again, a lot of that is because y'all have soul ties if you, have been sexual, right? So, everything he does bothers you. And remember when I said, stop letting people live rent-free in your mind? That is an example. Everything he does, he might not even be paying attention. He probably even forgot about you. But if he can still have power over you, and it's been years down the line now, and he could still have that hold on you, anything he does, anything he says, bring your whole world down, that means he's still living rent-free in your mind. This can go for anybody. It could be a friend, a parent, any of that. If a person can still have that hold on you, you still worrying about every little thing that they're doing, but they don't care anything about you. They don't care what's going on with you. They're not doing what you're doing. It's because they still got your power. You're still giving them power. No matter what it is, you're still giving them that power. So, I always got to give y'all a little message or a little advice. Like, you really have to detox from people. And, with soul ties, you have to cleanse yourself from them, because you're still attached to that person. Even if you tell yourself, no, I'm done with this person. I don't even like them. I ain't worried about them. But deep down inside in your heart and in your soul, you're still connected to them in some type of way. So you have to detox yourself from this person. And you have to literally let them go. This is another episode that's going to really be talking about letting people go, because if they can still have that power over you, you have not let them go from your mind, body, and soul. So you have to really take a moment and cleanse your mind, body, and soul of this person or of a thing or whatever, because nobody deserves to live rent-free in your mind and they were no good in the first place for you. So they don't deserve to take that much space up in your heart and in your mind. So let me think of some more examples. Not just with, men. This is not all about men, This is just in general. I mean, it could be if you're a man and you're with a woman and she's living rent free in your mind and she done moved on with her life and you still stuck, you have to think about like, hey, I need to let this person go because they're not doing anything but keeping me stuck in one spot. Like, you can't prosper if you keep holding on to certain things or certain people. And me, myself, I've been through that. Even with, that's a whole nother thing with abandonment. Like, I put myself in that type of situation. But I was very young too. I was like 17 and my first real boyfriend. And I was like madly in love with him. And and like after my mother died, and I got really attached to him because, I felt like he was the only thing I had left, right? I'm not saying he was a bad person. He wasn't a bad person. I'm not going to say that. He was not a bad person. But, I let him live rent-free in my mind for a long time after we had broke up. And even when he had a baby with somebody else, like, I was looking at his page, following his sister. I mean, I still follow his sister to this day, but I don't have that soul tie anymore. It's gone. Like, I let that go long time ago. So I can still follow his sister and not have no issue and not feel no type of way, because I don't. But it's just the point. Like, back then, like, I was attached. It didn't matter what guy I was talking to. I was attached to him. Like, my soul was attached to him in some way. And it was probably because, of course, that was my first everything. So that was a strong soul tie. Because, the first guy you be with, most of the time you get attached, But anyway, we're going to go past that. So that I let him live rent-free in my mind for a long time until I really let him go. And sometimes you just have to let people go and be okay with it not working out. And, with age comes wisdom for some. Everybody, there's some dummies that's 50, 60, 70 years old. So that don't always work for everybody. But with age come wisdom, and I learned to let people go and to accept what I cannot change. So that's my message for you, is to not allow people to hold your power. Stop giving people power. Stop letting them control your emotions and everything you do. If it don't work out, it don't work out. You just have to accept that it did not work out, and you are good. And you're going to move on, and you're going to find better. You're going to do better. And this person will not have the hold on you anymore. Like, you don't have to worry about what they're doing, because it doesn't matter anymore, You're going to prosper and you're going to be better. So if you don't take nothing else from this podcast, take that. Don't allow anybody to take your power. Don't allow anyone to dictate how you feel, what you think, where you go, how you progress in life. Because remember, they are not thinking about you. Most of the time, when you're so worried and upsetting yourself and worrying about what somebody else is doing, they're not thinking about you at all. So if you can't take nothing else from this, just remember to not give people your power. You control how much you give a person control over your life. And that goes for any type of relationship. All right. I do appreciate you all for always listening to my podcast, watching my YouTube videos, and just supporting me in general. Supporting my brand, Amour 24. Yes, I do currently have a sale going on. It's probably going to be throughout the whole year. Just so we can get a fresh start, I'm going to do some rebranding and relaunching at the beginning of the year. And yes, so new things are on the horizon. So if you don't know, my business is Amour 24. My website is www.amour24.com, and that's the Roman numerals XXIV. Just so you know, not the number 24, Roman numeral. All right, just for the people that don't know. You also can shop directly on Facebook and also on Instagram. All my handles are Amour24, just so you know, if you didn't know. Amour XXIV. All right, I just had to throw that plug in there. And also, sorry. I'm thinking about doing like a podcast for like vision board, New Year's resolution. What's the plans for 2022? It's crazy to even say 2022 now, but I'm really trying to decide how do I want next year to look, what habits I want to break, and what habits I want to start, So if you all are interested, I want to do something live, maybe like do a virtual vision board party or something. It'll be just myself, I guess, and whoever wants to watch. So just think about that. Maybe on Instagram Live. I don't know. Facebook Live. One of them lives. I don't know. I've never done live. Actually, yes, I have. I've done it on Facebook for another group that I created a long time ago. But that would be cool. That way all of us can do a vision board for next year and prepare for the new year. And so we can start doing some more healing in the new year. But yeah, so I'm rambling on. I got to wrap it up. I do appreciate you all listening. You can listen to me on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Anchor, Spotify, Radio Public. I think it's Pocket Cast, and always on YouTube. I upload an episode on my channel, Life with Shaun. I also plan on growing my channel too. I want to grow a lot next year. So the word for next year will be growth. A new and improved Shaun. I will be turning 30 next year, so that's a whole new chapter in itself. So yeah, but thank you all for listening to Unapologetically Shaun. And I'm out. Bye.